Hello students, future doctors and engineers. Welcome to our YouTube channel MedG Exam, where smart work is always preferred over hard work. I am Pansa with cream of the theme series in physics, starting with class 12th. We are doing chapter 1 electric charges and field. In that we will do today part 9, in which we will discuss problems numericals based on electric field, continuous charge distribution and electric dipole. So let us start doing question. Question number 1. 3 charges each equal to Q and are placed at 3 corners of the square of side A. Find the electric field at the 4th corner. We have to find electric field at the 4th corner. So let us take these are the square. This is the square in which each side is of A according to the question, and the charge placed at the 3 corners are Q, Q and Q. We have to find electric field intensity at this corner. So let us join this. This will be, if this is A, then this will be root 2A. Okay, and electric field due to this Q at this point will be along this. Let it is E. Similarly, the electric field due to this Q at this point will be same, but in this direction E. At this distance is root 2A, so electric field in this direction due to this Q, it will be E by 2. Okay, because this distance is root 2A. Now, the resultant of these two electric field, this and this, at this point will be along this direction, and it will be how much? By using formula, resultant equals to E square plus 2 E square cos 90 degree. This under root of this will give the resultant at this point. This will be E resultant, we can say E dash let. This will be equals to how much? E square plus E square, this to cos 90, this part becomes 0. So under root of this, it will remain 0 plus 0. So resultant E dash at this, due to these two charges in this direction, it will be 2 E square under root. That is, we can say root 2 E. So at this point, it will be root 2 E. Okay, and it will be along this direction only, because this is total 90 degree, so 45 degree, at 45 degree angle it will be. Now there are the two electric field at this point. One is E by 2 due to this charge, which is E by 2, and another is the resultant of this and this at this point, this is root 2 E. Now we can add these two to get the final electric field at this point. So that will be, that we can write as E net equals to, it will be root 2 E plus E by 2. So if we take E common, then we can write, if we take E common, then we can write E common will be root 2 plus 1 by 2. Now what is the E? We know the formula. This is let E net, and this is equation 1. Now let to the next part. What is E? E, we know formula KQ by R square. This is the formula for E. So E will be equals to K Q, and R is here A square. So it is KQ upon A square. This will be the E. So if we put the value of E, then net E will be E, in place of E we can write KQ by A square, and this will be, the remaining part is root 2 plus half. So we can write here root 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so E net will be KQ upon A square. If we sum it, it will be 2 here, it will be 2 root 2 plus 1. So In this way we can write here E net, that will be equals to KQ by 2A square 2 root 2 plus 1. If we write the value of K, then it will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 2A square Q and 2 root 2 plus 1. So finally we can write E net will be equals to, at the fourth point, E net will be equals to Q by 8 pi epsilon naught A square 2 root 2 plus 1. So this is our answer. Okay, let us do the another question. A thin semicircular ring of radius A is charged uniformly and the charge per unit length is lambda. Find electric field at the center of this semicircular ring. So let us first draw the semicircular ring. So this is the semicircular ring. This is the ring, and now we make it semicircular. So this part I think will be the semicircular, and in this part uniform charge distribution is there, and that charge distribution is lambda at given in the question. This charge distribution is lambda, and this is the center point. If we take it like that, O point, this is the center point. Okay, due to this we have to find the electric field at this point in this question, and this question is appeared in AIPMT 2000 and AIEEE 2010. Okay, this distance is A. This distance radius is, its radius is given how much? Its radius is given A. A is its radius. So if we take, let this point, at this point if you are taking this radius is A, and let it makes theta angle. Also if you take this side, let at same angle theta, this is also radius A, this is also radius A. Now if you take very small angle d theta, very small angle d theta, this angle at d theta, very small angle, for that the charge will be at this location. Let this length is lambda L. So this is lambda L. So this is delta L, dl, not lambda L, this is dl, delta L. So the total charge enclosed in this case Q, that is let dq, that dq, total charge dq, that will be equals to lambda into dl. That will be the total charge enclosed at this portion. And if you find due to this charge electric field at this portion, let it will be in this direction, electric field in this direction, and that electric field is dE, then that dE electric field will be, we know, K dq upon the distance A square, K dq upon A square. That will be the electric field at this point, at the center point in this direction. Okay. Now if we resolve this electric field, and this will be the angle theta, if we resolve this electric field into two components, then along this it will be dE cos theta, and in this direction it will be dE sin theta. Similarly, electric field to this, it will be in this direction, let it is dE, again dE, and if this angle is theta, again this will be along this dE cos theta, and along this it will be dE sin theta. So if you have taken two parts, these two, this is also d theta, then due to this and this, the one component dE sin theta, opposite of that for this is dE sin theta. These two components will cancel out, so the electric field remain only in the direction of dE cos theta. If this is O point, if this is P point, then the electric field in the direction of OP, that will be only K dq by A square cos theta. Okay. Now let us put the value of dq. The value of dq along OP, the value of dq will be K lambda dl, K lambda dl upon A square cos theta. If you place the value of dl, then it will be DE equals to, this is along the OP direction, DE will be equals to K lambda. DL will be what? See, we know theta equals to L by R, so d theta will be equals to DL by R. From that we can write DL equals to R d theta, but here R is A, so we can write DL equals to R A d theta. So in place of that we can write A d theta and cos theta by A square. Finally this DE become K lambda A d theta cos theta upon A square, that is DE equals to K lambda A cos theta d theta by A square, which become DE along OP, that become K lambda cos theta d theta upon A square. Okay. Now if we integrate it, then we will find E, that will be equals to integration of this K lambda cos theta d theta by, not it will be square, if you write it square then it will be A, then we can write A here, because this A and this A square will get cancelled, and the limit will be from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, because it is going to 180 degree. So if you integrate it, now we have to integrate it. If you integrate it, it will be K lambda, it will come out by A, it will come out, and inside will be cos theta d theta, integration of that from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this E will be equals to net E at point O, due to this semicircular charge, uniformly charged part, it will be K lambda by A, and integration becomes sin theta, limit of, we will put the limit minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So E equals to K lambda by A, and if we put the limit, it will be sin pi by 2 minus sin minus pi by 2. So finally it will become E equals to K lambda by A 2 sin pi by 2, and we know that sin pi by 2 is 1, so it finally become K lambda by A into 2, and from that if you write the value of K, then it will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 2 lambda by A, and finally if you write this, because this 2 and this 4 will get cancelled, so that this imply E will be equals to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught A, lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught A. That will be the final answer. Okay. Now come to the next question. This is the next question. A force experienced by unit charge when placed at a distance of 0.1 meter from the middle of the electric dipole, 0.1 meter from the middle of the electric dipole on its axial line is this much, and when it is placed at a distance of 0.2 meter, then its force reduces to 0.002 Newton. We have to calculate the dipole length, that we have to calculate. Dipole length we have to calculate. So if you make the diagram, then let it is minus q at this point, minus q, and here is plus q. This is plus q. This is the center point O. This distance we know is A, and this distance will also be A. Now it is given from the center that we don't know what is this value of A. So here is the point, one point, let it is point P, and this point is at distance as given in the question 0.1 meter from the center of the dipole, this P point, and let another point is here which is at distance, let this is P dash point, and this point is at distance from the center is 0.2 meter. This distance is 0.2 meter. Now we have to calculate the dipole length. This is the situation given. Okay. this distance is O. We know this, all these points, this P point and this P dash point, both are at axial position. So we know the formula for axial position, E axial, is 2 kp vector x upon x square minus a square whole square. This x is the distance where we want to find electric field. So if we apply this, to the P point, then EP will become how much? 2 kp is the dipole moment. 2 kp x, this distance is 0.1. This distance is, or let us write it as x1. This distance write as x1 upon x1 square minus a square whole square. That become at point x1 distance at point P. Similarly, if we write for EP dash, then it will become 2 kp vector into x2 upon x2 square minus a square whole square. Let this is equation second. Now let us divide these two equations, dividing equation 1 and 2. Let us divide equation 1 and 2. Let us divide this so that it become E at P upon E at P dash, and that will be equals to 2 kp x1 by x1 square a square whole square into x2 square minus a square whole square by x2 and into 2 kp. So this 2 kp and this 2 kp will cancel. If you put the value of this electric field at P and electric field at P dash, which is given in the question, that is 0.025 and 0.002. So if you put 0.025 upon 0.002, that will be equals to, in this side, x1 by x2, and this will be x2 square minus a square whole square of this, and x1 square minus a square whole square of this one. Now if you put the value of this x1 x2, this become 25 by 2, and x1 value is given how much? X1 is 0.2 and x2 is x1 is 0.1 and 0.2, that is given. So it is 0.1 and 0.2, and this become, inside the bracket, this become x2 square minus a square by x1 square minus a square whole square of that we can write. So finally this will become, if this 2 will come to this side and 2 will cancel, so finally we can write 25 equals to this. We can write x2 square minus a square by x1 square minus a square whole square. Now if you take the square root, then this will become 5 equals to x2 square minus a square by x1 square minus a square and whole square of this. Oh sorry, not whole square, because we have taken the under root to both sides. So now we are going to put the value. If we put the value x2, value for x2 is how much? The distance 2 is how much? 0.2 and 0.1 for x1. So it is 0.2 square minus a square by 0.1 square minus a square. Okay, so 5 will be equals to 0.04 minus a square by 0.01 minus a square. So if we take this to this side, then this become 0.05 minus 5a square equals to 0.04 minus a square. Now if we take this to this side, then this will become this to this side, then we can write 0.05 minus 0.04 equals to 5a square minus a square. 0.05 minus 0.04, that means this will become 0.01. 0.01 equals to 4a square. Okay, now if we write this 4a square, then a square will become how much? We are writing a square become how much? That become 0.01 by 4. This is a square. Okay, we can write this as 1 by 4 into 100. 1 by 4 into 100. Okay, from that we can write a, that a will be, let's write with this pen, that a will be, that a will be equals to, a, from this we can write a will be equals to 1 by 2 into 10, that is 1 by 20, and from that a is 1 by 20. This means it is how much? 0.05. As we know, dipole length is 2a, so dipole length 2a, dipole length finally become, if you multiply it by 0.05 by 2, it will be 0.1 meter. This is the dipole length. So this is the question. I think you understood clearly. Now the next question is this: two small electric dipole AB and CD, each of dipole moment P, are kept at an angle of 120 degree. This is the 120 angle given here as shown in the figure. What is the resultant dipole moment of this combination? If the system is subjected to an electric field E directed along positive x direction, what will be the magnitude and direction of the torque acting on this? Okay, we have to find the resultant dipole moment of these two dipole, and the second thing is we have to find the torque acting on this. Okay, so if you see here, this is minus q and this is plus q, so its dipole moment will be along this direction, and for this dipole this is minus q and this is plus q, so this direction will be in this. So this is 1p, this is another p. P is the dipole moment. This is one p vector, this is another p vector, and this angle has, both the dipole are 2 and this angle is 120 degree. So its resultant dipole, from the vector we can find its resultant dipole will be along this, and this will be equals to p. Let us see how. We know the formula for resultant, that is resultant a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, that we know. Here we can put r equals to p square plus p square plus 2 p square cos 120 degree under root of this. If you solve this, r equals to 2p square plus 2p square cos 120 degree. If you solve it, it finally will give you p. Okay, so this is the resultant, and this angle, from this angle, because these two vectors are equal, so this will divide, the resultant will divide this two vector into two equal angle, so this angle will become 60 degree. Now if this angle is 60 degree, because this angle, this one, because this angle and this, it makes 90 degree. Which one? This and this makes 90 degree, and this angle is 60, so this angle will become 30 degree. So this is P, and it is given in the question that the field is along the x-axis. So this is E and this is final P, angle is 30. So resultant dipole moment become at this point is P, and this resultant dipole moment make angle 30 degree from the x-axis. Now let us find the torque at this point. We know the formula for torque. The formula of torque is P cross E, that we can write P E sin theta. Here torque will be equals to P E sin 30 degree. That means sin 30 is half. So we can write torque as P E by 2. So this is the torque, and P is the net dipole moment at this point. This question was appeared in CBSE Delhi 11. Now the last question for today, that question appeared in NEET 16. Actually in NEET 16 there was two exam, NEET first and after that NEET second. In NEET second this question appeared. So let us see what is the question. An electric dipole is placed at an angle of 30 degree with electric field intensity 2 into this much. Okay, electric field intensity is given and electric dipole is also given. Okay, so if this is the electric dipole, minus q2 plus q is the dipole, and electric field is in this section, this angle is given 30 degree, this is electric field E. Okay, E is given, this is P. Okay, it experiences a torque. Okay, this dipole experiences a torque. Okay, the charge on the dipole we have to find. If the dipole length is 2 centimeter, dipole length given 2 centimeter, we have to find the charge on the dipole. So write the formula for torque. We know torque equals to P cross E. So we can write here PE sine 30 degree, which will be equals to PE by 2. Okay, but torque value they have given 4, so this will become 8 equals to PE. Now this E is also given, so we can write P equals to 8 by E, which can be written as 8 by E value they have given 2 into 10 to the power 5. Okay, now P is what? 2A. Q, 2A is the distance. Okay, distance is also given, so that we can write 8 upon 2 into 10 to the power 5. So from that, for Q we can write 8 upon 2 into 10 to the power 5, and distance given 2 centimeter, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. By solving this, these two will get cancelled, and with this it become 8 2. So finally, if we write here, we can write it as Q equals to 2 by 10 to the power 3. That we can write, that will be equals to 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. That will become Q equals to 2 microcoulomb. 2 microcoulomb. That will be the Q. Means D answer. Okay, students, for today we can stop here. In next video I will be with next 5 questions of applications of Gauss theorem, and then we will start the new chapter. Okay, so if you like the video, please share, comment and like to our channel. Thank you.